Providing the audience with a satisfying conclusion to a movie is one of the most difficult aspects of filmmaking, which is why directors frequently shoot several endings and play them out in front of test audiences. Even if the footage never makes it to the big screen, it's out there, lurking. Here are some secret horror movie endings that you never knew about. The Shining. At the end of The Shining, Jack Torrance, spoilers, freezes to death in the hedge maze of the Overlook Hotel as his wife Wendy and son Danny escape his murderous rampage in a snowplow. But the original ending some audiences saw adds an extra scene that shows Wendy and Danny recovering in a hospital. The hotel's manager shows up to explain to Wendy that she hallucinated the supernatural events at the hotel, and before leaving, he throws a ball to Danny, just like the one Danny saw before entering the infamous room 237. It suggests that the manager was somehow complicit in the Overlook's evil. If any copies of this ending were saved, they haven't been found. Yet. 28 Days Later. The seminal horror movie 28 Days Later brought zombies back into mainstream popular culture. Fans will remember that the movie ends after our heroes, Jim, Selena and Hannah, escape from the military compound run by crazed British soldiers. But Major Henry West shoots Jim during the escape, injuring him. In the much bleaker original ending, however, Jim dies despite Selena's efforts to save him. Friday the 13th, Part 3. Jason Voorhees' murderous rampage ends in Friday the 13th, Part 3 after our heroine, Chris, plants an axe in his hockey-masked face. Then, in a final act mirroring the ending of the first film, she rows out to the middle of the lake in a canoe and falls asleep. Because hey, fighting monsters is tiring. Chris hallucinates a horrible vision in which she sees an unmasked Jason leering at her and tries to paddle away in the canoe. But the decomposed corpse of Jason's mother, Pamela, rises out of the water and pulls her under, which turns out to be yet another hallucination. The film's original ending was never released. Chris staggers back to shore after waking up in the canoe, only to discover Jason waiting to lop her head off with a machete. The Thing. Director John Carpenter's version of The Thing ends on an ambiguous note. The last two survivors of the alien attack, MacReady and Childs, are left in the ruins of the Antarctic camp, and no one knows if either character is actually the creature in disguise. Some TV versions of the movie show one of the camp's dogs escaping into the wilderness, implying that the dog is the creature, since that's how the creature first appeared in the film. In another cut, the final confrontation between MacReady and the creature-possessed Blair featured more stop-motion animation, but the quality of the animation caused the scene to be cut, and in a DVD extra documentary, Terror Takes Shape, it's revealed that a happy ending was filmed but never shown. MacReady is rescued and is given a blood test proving that he is definitely human. World War Z. The version of World War Z we saw in the theatres ended with Jerry Lane discovering a solution to the zombie plague in Wales. Paramount spent millions to film this new ending after it left a bleak conclusion in the original script, mostly unfilmed. Jerry travels to Moscow, joins an anti-zombie squad and learns that the undead are sensitive to the cold. We also discover that Jerry's wife Karen and their daughters are in a refugee camp in the Everglades, where Karen is sleeping with a soldier in order to survive. Jerry ultimately travels back to the US, and his quest to rescue his family would have presumably led to a second movie. What the proposed sequel now holds is anyone's guess. Well, we definitely know it won't have Angelina Jolie. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch more videos like the one you just saw, and leave us a comment to let us know which alternative endings are your favourite.